Okay, let's begin by introducing the supply parts and hardware. We have a skid plate, we have two brackets. The narrower is the rear bracket. As you can see, the hole distances are different. And the bigger one is the front bracket, the supplied hardware. We have 12 M6 by 20 millimeter long bolts, plus nylock nuts and washers. We have 4 M8 by 20 millimeter long Allen bolts plus washers. And then we have one M8 by 40 plus washer and one M8 by 35 millimeter long Allen bolt plus washer. These two spacers are optional in case you don't end up installing our lower crash bars. In that case, you will have to put the spacer on the back side of the front bracket like this. Okay, so we're gonna start by placing the brackets inside. Line up the mounting holes, and then you can put the bolts through. Like so, washer, nylock nut, all 6 back here. All right, now we're gonna place the front bracket and line up the mounting holes. Put the bolt through, the first bolt, washer, and spin on the nylock nut. All right, once all the bolts are in place, make sure that the nuts are not tightened. Leave it loose, let it rattle before we mount it on the bike. So we don't know if it's an option for you. If it is, use a scissor lift or some sort of lift to put the skid plate in place. It's going to save you from sweating too much. And that way you can line up the mounting holes easily. You don't have to use one hand to keep the heavy skid plate in place while the other hand is searching for a bolt and all that jazz. So if you can use a scissor lift like this, then do so. Put a dab of Loctite on the M8 by 20s. Put the skid plate in place. Turn the bolt once or maybe twice max. Again, Loctite on the other two M8 by 20s. Turn it once or twice max. M8 by 40 bolt. It's a little bit trickier to line up the mounting holes with the skid plate and the crash bars all together. And now repeat the same step on the right hand side too. And now once all the bolts are in place, you can go ahead and gradually tighten all the bolts and nuts, of course, on the inside. So here you can grab the 6 millimeter socket, Allen socket, and then you can swap it up for the 4 mil. And on the inside, the 10 millimeter wrench or spanner. And gradually tighten all these bolts and nuts.